Tina from Innichka Chef, and welcome to my show today. Today I'm making stock, beef stock. I think it's a king of all stocks. I love chicken stock, I like any stocks, and usually in freezer I have variety. I cannot cook without stocks, and any sauce or soup, it always begins with good quality stocks. In these days you can find so many kinds of good quality stocks in the grocery, and usually they're in freezer department and not in carton box. Those I would never buy. So, but I like to make my own, and this I have beautiful from farmers market knuckle bones, grass fed beef. Sometimes I use marrow bones if I get lucky to find. So far, our farmers market don't have. If I go to Charleston, occasionally farmers market they have. So today I'm using what I have, and it's about 6.6 pounds of knuckle bones, and that's pretty much all you need. Mirepoix, and that's onion, celery, and carrots. Usually it's 50% of onions, 25 celery, and 25 of carrots. And herbs, they call bouquet garni. I use from my garden, and I even was lucky to find today, I even forgot, I have a little tiny tree of bay leaves, so I use fresh bay leaves, stem of parsley, 1 chili pepper, thyme, and rosemary. It's totally optional. You don't have to. In classic stock, you do not need rosemary, but up to you. Sometimes I twist and I make even add some Asian flavor like ginger. I like to add sometimes anise and even seaweed. Seaweed has a lot of iodine, and it's kind of important to have in your diet. So the bone broth, lately a lot of people talk about how good and healthy, and I know so many people drink broth as it is. I try, honestly, but I'm not a good drinker of bone broth. But I'm using for cooking almost every single day. I incorporate to my diet somehow. In sauce, really anything, sometimes even to cook some grains, and it literally gives so much more flavor than just plain water. So I like to add also all spices, which is totally optional. Black peppercorns, absolutely must. Salt, sea salt I use, and some kind of acid. I use classic way, which is in tomato paste, and it gives a little bit brown color for the stock, and you need little acids. Sometimes people use apple cider. I have done that way, which is good too, but I still prefer original old-fashioned tomato paste. Garlic, I need to crush actually a little bit garlic just to bruise, so release flavor. All you need to do, and it's good to go. So to give really good quality and brown color of your stock, you need to roast the bones. All you need to do, just add salt and be generous on salt. Yeah, and don't forget to wash. I already washed those bones. You have to wash. And now in 400 degrees, for about 40-50 minutes. We'll watch. It has to be nice brown color, and that gives better flavor. Again, this is optional. If you don't have time, just dump everything together in one big pot, and will still delicious. Sometimes the recipe calls for broth. What is different between broth and stock? It's actually, broth can be made milk itself, but stock is as ingredients in many recipes. So broth usually cooks with meat and bones, and bones actually is not even necessary, it can be just meat. And it's the time, cooking time, as soon meat done, it's done. For the stock, it takes way longer. And for the beef bones, it's so big, it usually takes between 8 hours, even 10. So low and slow, and we need to simmer and not let it boil. Boil, it's actually very important to not boil because if you boil, the stock becomes very cloudy, and you don't want that. You want clear, clean flavor, and it's delicious. So meanwhile, we'll need to prepare our bukkake garni. I have a little bit cheese, kind of cheesecloth, and all I need to do, add all my herbs and make like, even chili pepper, release flavor, which is being opened, and add to one. So now we're making like little package. My Thomas probably would like to do that job. Oops. It's okay. I'm losing some, but it's fine. And again, this is optional to do. You can just dump everything, and on the end of the product we're going to sift everything. So whatever you don't like, you don't need that, you end up on your sifter and you can get rid of it. But we'll try to do the right way today. I think it's time to check on our bones. Oh yes, oh yes, that looks. So now we need to move to the big pot. Those brown bits are called palm, and it's all flavored. It's very important to not get rid of it. Now all those fat, as you see, we don't want, so I will get rid of it then. Beef fat is great for cooking. So we need to add water. Just enough to cover the bones, no more than that. And our bukkake garni goes salt. And water has to be cold. It's very important. Cold water. And all vegetables. very important, it has to be very low. So we close the lid and let cook for at least 8 hours. Very low and slow. And it's important to start with cold water and cook low, slow to release all collagen and all flavor and all deliciousness from bones, but do not boil. Boil will just give cloudy and not very appealing stock. So 8 hours later, our stock is beautifully, as you see, it looks so good. It's like gold liquid, and some people call as you see, it's beautiful and it's so good and tasty. So anything what you can make with this stock will be absolutely delicious. And what I like to do, I like to pour in some jars, and as you see on top it's some fat, and you will see a lot of collagen, so it will be very gelatinous, which is good. The more the better. And this fat I recommend to not get rid of it, because it's kind of preserved, like in old days they preserved everything with fat to preserve. So if you don't have to use, when you're ready to use, you kind of remove your fat and use stock as it is. You can drink or use in any recipes. For the many recipes like pan sauce, I like to freeze in small individual silicone cups, and it's perfect. Or you can use even like ice tray for cubes, and you can freeze, and it's very convenient to throw one on a pan when you make some pan sauce, like for steak or fish or anything really. So what I like to do, just pour individual cups. And freeze. In jar I freeze as well, but you have to leave this much. Do not pour all away, because it will break obviously during the freezing process. And that's how I like to preserve all my stocks, and I usually make several of them and keep in my freezer. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy my video, and see you next time. Bye.